top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today we got Max B House Money EP featuring Paul Couture. Track number 1, Take My Time. So this got some, you know what I'm saying, 80s pop type vibes, you know, for Max B's comeback. Max B also had a project with French Montana a couple months ago. So Max B he's really preparing his comeback right now. Hey yo, this is that vintage sound of Max B. Let's keep it going. And Coke Wave 4. Coke Wave 4 was the project that Max B and French Montana dropped in July 2019. So you really gotta, to appreciate Max B, you gotta understand what he's brought to hip hop, his influence on hip hop. When you look at guys like Wiz Khalifa, to me Wiz Khalifa is a direct offspring of Max B. They both sing that same singy, rapping type, you know, melodic type flow. Max B was doing that over a decade ago. Obviously he's been away in prison, but now he's prepping his comeback. He was coming up with guys like French Montana, so that's kind of his lane. So again, this song is a great reflection of that. Harmonizing. And for some reason I'm getting Tupac vibes from this. His voice, the way he's inflecting it, kind of gives me Tupac vibes. I'm loving this beat though. Again, Max B style, melodics, he's giving you quotables, he's giving you waves, even that term, waves, wavy. I'm not saying it was started by Max B, but he certainly popularized it, you know, it comes from his circle, so. He's not gonna bar you to death. This is not the God Fahim, this is not your old Droop, this is not Makami. You know, this is some other stuff. Okay, so I really like that. Take My Time, Max B, Paul Couture. Track number 2, Super Bad. Max B, Paul Couture featuring French Montana. Elevator music. Beat kind of cool too. You can't really hear too much what's going on in the beat. And that's the thing about Max B. I always just, even back listening to his music like 09, 08, 09 when I first found out about him, I was kind of late on Max B. I always wish his music was mixed better. You know, I just need a better mix. Okay, you know, so Max B, again, waves. when you listen to his music, you're not listening too much for metaphors. He will give you some metaphors every so often. You just kind of just peeping the scenery. He's describing what's happening in his life. So you just got to peep the scenery and just appreciate his descriptions, you know, appreciate the references. I'm sure if I'm still feeling this hook's kind of eh. Alright, so French Montana, we gonna see what he gonna do. Usually not too big of a fan of French Montana myself. Okay, so this is one of the more lyrical, French verses, if you could say lyrical. He's really speaking to something though, so it has content, I say, which, you know, I'm usually not getting from a French Montana verse. Okay. Okay, so another Max B verse. So I like this. 3 verses. I mean, nowadays you're really not getting 3 verses on a song. A lot of songs would have ended right there at 2 minutes, below 3 minutes. You get a 3rd verse. Okay, so I definitely appreciate Max's verse and what he's doing on this song a lot more after hearing French Montana. No shade to French. Mm. 4 different women, 4 different babies, and all of them good. Okay, so that was Super Bad, featuring French Montana. You know, I like that one. Track number 3, Ride on 'Em, featuring Jadakiss. Real New York feels. Okay, so I'm liking this production. I'm guessing Paul Couture produced it. That's why he shows up on every track. I'm liking it. It's not too... Now, if I just heard these beats on the side, you know, just... I didn't know who produced them. I didn't know this was Max B project. I wouldn't think they were anything too special. Still good standalone beats, but I'm liking how Max B is sounding over them. So he picked good beats that fit his style. Steak sauce on the porterhouse. Although my steak aficionados would say that you shouldn't put steak sauce or too much steak sauce in a good steak. It needs like salt and butter and pepper. That's it. You know, you want to enjoy the juices and the natural flavors, but Yo, this is the Silver Surfer we're talking about, so.
Running around in the crib, mama proud of the kids, come on. Never got straight A's, but made M's. Locked in the state pen, never made friends. 6-seater, $250,000 the bigger feature. Fuck a battle, give a nigga the millimeter. Yeah, I give a nigga what he need. Love thy neighbor, pray for my enemies.
I like this one. I'm saving this track. Hold on. Now, and we still got a Jadakiss verse coming, so.
Say cheese, I ain't trying to be popular, say please. I average 30 a game, ain't reach. 3-piece suits up, no more steak race. Ow, clean the scene, had a little few shots. Riding on a nigga like Tupac.
Hey, this shit wavy.
Christian Louboutin in a new drop. Yeah, riding on a nigga like Tupac.
They ride on a nigga like Tupac.
Dudes in the outfits up in 100,000 with money that they made from standing in front of houses. When I'm coming down 8th in that new 850 on coke.
And the Jadakiss verse, she be so damn enunciated and specific. It's like a Pusha T feature. You know, getting the Jadakiss feature, you getting the quality verse, quality content, quality bars.
White don't smell me, sniff me. Broke the deal, got a boss percentage. Made a lot of money, but I lost some friendships. Discontinue, my cloth is vintage. Yeah, bags is larger. Fuck you thought be extra wavy, real New Yorkie. What?
Clean the scene, had a little few shots. Riding on a nigga like Tupac. Christian Louboutin in a new drop. Yeah,
Riding on a nigga like Tupac. Okay, Ride on Him. That's probably my favorite song so far. Although the first 3 songs, they're all pretty good. You know, I like the intro more than Superbad. But track number 3, Ride on Him, was good. Right here, we got track number 4, So Cold, featuring A Boogie with the Hoodie. And this is a song. This is 4.5 minutes, so this is a song. We about to get maybe a bridge, some detailed hooks. You got 2 good dudes that's good with hooks. Max B and A Boogie right here. And Max B kind of remind me of Tupac when the way he starts some of his verses off, and maybe it's the inflection. I get Tupac vibes. I'm not saying they rap the same or anything like that. I'm saying that I just noticed some similarities. Ain't it crazy how Max B just jump over these new school beats, new school producers like it's nothing? He's kind of from a previous generation. He came in right before this new generation. He was popping right before this new generation kind of came. The new generation is, I'm talking about Kendrick, Cole, Drake, that wave, they kind of came like in 09. Max B was kind of like just before 09. And now you're getting some Wiz Khalifa vibes. So listen to this part. This is Wiz right here. So this is kind of, you know, you can kind of see where some of these guys' styles, you know, kind of originate from. And every artist is influenced by another artist or influenced by something. So I'm not saying Wiz is a biter. Because Wiz has obviously got his own thing. He created his own movement. You know, he did his thing. And he's doing his thing. I'm just saying you can kind of hear artistically, for us audiophiles and us music heads, you can hear artistically where, you know, some of Wiz's stuff is coming from. Max B. And I like A Boogie, so I'm excited to hear this verse. I like A Boogie, so.
I got a lot of flavor, you could tell that it's me from a block or two. Yeah, look, I got a lot of haters, so you know my body, bitch, I keep a block or two. Ooh, and it's rockstar, shit get dangerous, so I'ma move how I gotta move. Yeah, I'm a rockstar, but some gangsta niggas with me to shoot who I tell them to.
And A Boogie put the syllables together. Let's see if he gonna go off like he is known to. he kind of did his, you know, poppy stuff on this, and it's cool. It's cool. It's nice to hear A Boogie and Max B together.
I got different color whips and on my watch is iced out. It's my lifestyle. I'm so cold. Baby, why you blood say what we lose? No matter how many tries, nobody really ever seen it, which is a
So we still got 2 minutes on this joint. So when we get another Max B verse, Max B was like, nah, A Boogie, you're not coming on my song and taking over. Let me show you where it is. His body hit the dash cam from the second floor. So you threw him off the second floor and he fell on somebody's car and they got the footage on dash cam. And he just riding this. He kind of eating this. I like this. It will blow the dope we get. Never do the opiates. Say it again, Max B. They don't hear you. Never. So cold. That was a nice song. I like that. Max B's, you know, offspring tree. You got Wiz Khalifa, you know, the more melodic singing rappers, but who are also giving you real shit, street shit. Wiz was rapping about real street shit. If you go back and listen to the Pistolvania and the Gross Season mixtapes, Wiz was, you know, it wasn't just always mainstream talk. Wiz was on some other type stuff. So A Boogie with the Hoodie, another rapper off Max B's offspring kind of family tree. A Boogie is obviously singing. He's doing melodies. He's doing it better than many rappers that I know. A Boogie's really killing it with the melodies right now. So he's kind of one of Max B's offsprings who's taken it and really just elevated it. Ooh, so track number 5. We got Never Change featuring Wiz Khalifa. So Max B and Wiz Khalifa. I've been making this comparison for a while. Wiz laugh. So Max B came in Wiz's world for this song because this is a Wiz type beat for me. I ain't heard Max B on something like this before, you know, but I could be on. But I could hear Wiz and Currency rapping over this beat. Okay. I'm feeling this so far. I'm feeling it. And the crazy part is, you could imagine Wiz doing this hook. I love that they did a song like this. They did a Wiz type beat, but Max B did the hook. So even Wiz was kind of like, all right, Max B, show him. Cause you my influence. Now hopefully Wiz does some of the hook too. Maybe after Wiz's verse, maybe he'll do the hook too. That'll be super tight. Or if they both did the hook together, oh yeah, this is like luxury level hip hop right here. Like this is like two legends. Like I never thought I would see this because Max B he's had such a long sentence.
never change cause of the pain. My car washed in the rain, my chain too much to even
Now, Wiz's verses, not so much like Max B to me. But the hooks and the melodies, that's Max B.
Sleeping on the plane, high score leaders of the game. Clean it up, we don't leave an open frame. We pull up and they open doors. Pulling out weed they never smoked before. Haters watch how they approach us. This what happens when you turn players into coaches. Ball snapping, staying focused. Always was the best rappers. I stay the lowest. Never
Okay, so
chase, waited.
sometimes Wiz takes breaks on verses. Like he just takes a whole verse off. You can tell like he didn't really try. He did this in like 1 or 2 takes. This verse, Wiz, you can tell Wiz put it together. And Wiz the past like year and a half, 2 years, especially with the Fly Times album that he dropped earlier in 2019, then with the collab project with Currency, the 2009 project that he dropped earlier in 2019. Wiz is coming back to form. I haven't heard a whack Wiz verse in a while. So.
On a moment, niggas might doubt, but the situations we made it out of make it so respect you gotta give. Sometimes shit ain't always how it appears, so keep your friends near, enemies closer. Never move off emotion, rolling bomb, but the shit ain't explosive. I'm talking KK, joints and mimosas, McQueen shots that we throw up, gang. Just like the niggas out there.
So are we gonna get another Max B verse? We got like a minute and a half. Let's see. And this beat is like, this is my type of shit. And this is why I like Currency's music, because Currency will rap over beats like this. So chill, so mellow. It's my vibe. And again, it's descriptive bars. So if you're a fan of Wu-Tang, like Ghostface is very descriptive, but also very lyrical. Ghostface will hit you with internal rhymes, multi-syllabic rhymes. Max B is just very plain and simple in what he's talking about. Like, this is what it is, and this is what I'm talking about. It's not gonna be super lyrical. It's not gonna go over your head. I'm telling you. Never changed. Max B and Wiz. So I was excited for that one. I like that song. I'm gonna go ahead and save that one. So this Max B joint sounding good so far. We're almost all the way through. Right here we got track number 7. It's out of 7 songs, or this is track number 6 actually. A lot of good features. Goodbye, track number 6. Goodbye, featuring Cameron and Dave East. Goodbye. His favorite rappers was Pac, Big, and Jay. So remember when I said earlier I get Tupac vibes, the way he started his verses or some of his tonal vocal inflections. And Max B kind of reminded me of Tupac when the way he starts some of his verses off. And maybe it's the inflection. I get Tupac vibes. One of his influences was Pac. And the same thing I said with Wiz, I get Max B inflections and vibes when I hear Wiz Khalifa harmonize and do some of his hooks and choruses. Like his hook on The Breeze, on Wale's song, The Breeze. That's all Max B, man. But Max B has his influences too. So, artists influenced by each other. And now he's sprinkling OG morals into his music. He's talking about a dude he caught slipping, but he had his kids with him. So he gave him a pass. I guess OGs will say, this newer generation, they have no rules, no morals. Like, you don't bust on innocent people. You don't get kids, women, innocent people involved. I would guess. I'm not a street dude. But Max B is telling you, like, no, we got morals. He had his kids with him, I let him live. But if I see him again, though, I see him again.
Baby, with that jello chip pudding in the ash. Splash, double full of cash. You ever speak of my name, I'm coming for your face. You niggas be lollipops.
And again, the beat, nice. I'm excited to hear Dave East bars on this. And Max B just still got these hooks. He ain't lost it. That's great to hear, man. Because we getting the music that we probably would have got if he was out free. So that's just good to see. Cam. Cameron getting the singing off. He feel kind of jiggy being on the song with Max B. He don't even care. Oh, he ain't scared to say the F-bomb. Oh, he rhyming dun-dun-dun. Come on.
Exactly where we from, wifey here getting done. Got an April in a bun, then can't go. Me and Charlie Rambo, 40th and Lennox, we play human commando. We needed a team, no camp love.
Them Griselda gun ad-libs.
I don't think they understand, no.
Last verse would be Dave East. Such a good hook too. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
I'm a god, taking pictures for the soul, stripping souls, foreign cars, maneuver with my bra, out my mind for real. I be in the Uber with a bomb. Drop where you live and make you go moving with your mom. This 40 and make you backflip. My young bitch dropped out of school, but she do my taxes. I'm on 40 if not the max shit.
Dave East, not a huge fan, but I know he does tend to go in sometimes.
Nah, this to come up out Manhattan since King was spazzing up there. I see cameras flashing. Dirt gang, we bandana flagging. No talk, we demand an act. Give a fuck what your man be asking. What's the toughest? Them shots went off and you ran the fast. Vacation in damn in Florida, they caught him in Tampa lacking. I just need a location to move it. I can move that. Niggas singing like Drew Hill before we even drew that.
Niggas singing like Drew Hill. So people don't even be mentioning Drew Hill. I don't hear that name said a lot anymore, but Drew Hill, from what I know, is huge when they have their run.
They couldn't recognize him, they like, who that? Play with my niggas, shoot back.
So that was Goodbye, Max B featuring Cameron and Dave East. So far, this is really good. I like this. Track number 7 and the outro, last track, Champagne Wishes featuring A AP Ferg. So I wasn't really expecting an A AP Ferg collab, but Max B's from Harlem now, so it makes sense. And I like this. No drums type of thing. Are there drums? Yeah, there's drums. But it's not the traditional boom bap. Boom, 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 boom. Seems it's mostly just the cymbals clashing. Again, Rock Marcy vibes, Griselda vibes. They'll do the no drum type of rhyme style. They're coming out of New York too. Different part of New York, they'll do the no drum style. So that's kind of evolving into the new New York sound, I think. Thanks to Griselda, thanks to Derringer, thanks to Alchemist, who's not even from New York. New York tends to have that, producers who create a sound for them who may not be from the city. So like DJ Premier is not from New York, he's from Texas, but he helped create a New York sound. So I feel like that grimy, that dark, no drums, kind of like what you're hearing here on this outro, that's kind of evolving into the New York sound. It's good to hear it expanding beyond Rock Marcy and Griselda and you know that kind of crew of rappers. Even though this is not fully no drums, you can hear the drums, but it's not, you know, boom bap drums.
750, 7 G 550 Gold Street, yeah. Riding in my caddy, it's a $250,000. Got it kitted up, computers is on the ceiling. Oh, what a feeling, drug dealing. Catch a case, go to trap. If niggas blow, we appealing.
And I love this sample too. It's a great sample.
Money pelling, 100K in the Louis store. I don't do stylish. I'm a nigga that ain't a fake. Nigga that
And you can kind of hear the bells chime in the background. This is a nice sample. This is a nice beat. I really like this.
chop up the body.
What is A$AP Ferg about to do with this? What you about to do on this, Ferg?
Chuck a spare, light a blunt, chuck a bear. Got the bucket of snare. Damn, this shit was a show profession. Patience and slow progressions. Open your heart, receive, my nigga, don't blow your blessings.
I'm gonna save this song because I like this. But hold on, let me hear Ferg first. Because I'm not always the hugest fan of A$AP Ferg. And y'all know when I'm not a huge fan of an artist, or if I'm not really super, feeling an artist, I'll say it. And I'll be honest about it, and I'll also try to be respectful about it. So I'm not always the biggest fan of A$AP Ferg verses or songs. It's going to be interesting to hear him on this beat. And so I'm like, what is he going to do with this beat? We'll see.
Have a baby, give him more cream. 750,
Ba, 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 ba. I like every part of this production. Who produced this? Paul Couture? Good job.
Daddy had the Benz wagon. Daddy had Bernice Burgos before she had the wagon. Pardon me for bragging.
And A$AP Ferg's dad was, if I remember an interview correctly, he was a bodyguard for, that might have been Casey Veggies. A$AP Ferg's dad is real known. Like, he has his own career in the entertainment industry. He's well known. If I'm not mistaken, he's a designer, he's an artist. He wore multiple hats. So he was a very renowned figure in New York. Ferg comes from that legacy. So I think that's kind of what he's talking about here. He had Bernice Burgos before the wagon. Whew. He said a lot just in that bar. We're not going to go too much into that though. Shout out to Bernice Burgos stuff. And shout out to A$AP Ferg's dad. I'm going wavy like Cisco with the Dragon. That thong song.
Wavy like my hair when you see the silky flapping. Big waves like Katrina when the water crashed in. They all wanna copy the wave. Kids mosh pit and do-rags while I rock on the stage. I'm in the jungle. I mean, what more can I say? Antoine had the lion right in the DJs. I mean, damn.
I like this because Ferg is doing something totally different. And I haven't heard him like this. I think the only Ferg album I heard in full, I've heard most of the early A$AP stuff. I heard the first A$AP album, then I kind of tuned out from A$AP. Wasn't really feeling Long Live A$AP. I really like Live Love A$AP. And then A$AP Ferg's album, Trap Lord, has some good songs. The Work remix, probably one of the best remixes of all time in hip hop. To me, it's top 10. But other than that, wasn't really... I don't think the tape was good. Trap Lord, I don't think it was good. I think it did what it did for what it was meant for, but I don't think it was bad either. Like, I don't put this on like this is bad, but it's definitely not something I've listened to. The song that he had, it's kind of a hit. Slob on my knob, corn on cob, alhamdulillah. Wasn't really feeling that, so I'm really not a huge fan of A$AP Ferg's music. But this verse right here, I'm liking this. Any storytelling, we're getting something different from A$AP Ferg here. So.
Cage like we some animals, but I'm still in love with this place. Harlem world, I think we need some prayers from Preacher Mace. Out in France with designers, just increasing my taste. All this champagne spilling, keep the crease from my face. Champagne wishes.
Okay, so that was Champagne Wishes. A$AP Ferg. I'm not mad at that Ferg verse. That was a good feature. All these features, man, were really good. I kind of wish A Boogie would have went harder on his verse, but he fits the song So Cold well. So this is a really good showing by Max B. If I had to rate it, I'll probably give it 3.5, 4 stars. Very strong EP, very strong. You could even say that he has some singles on here. So Cold, that could be a single. Let me hear it, Take My Time. That's like a pool party joint. Super Bad. Yeah, so Max B did his thing at 3.5, 4 stars. This is really good. It's good to see Max B on the verge of coming back. So keep going hard, keep doing your thing, don't stop. Obviously he's not, he's been going this whole time. So that was Max B, House Money. This is top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.